Elie Cantin-Nantel here for True North at the Canada Strong and Free Network Conference that was formerly known as the Manning Centre Conference. Beside me is Monsieur Eric Duhaime. He's leader of the Conservative Party of Quebec. So, Mr. Duhaime, often we see the Quebec right not really being integrated with the rest of the Canadian right. Why did you decide to come here and give a keynote?
Well, I think it's important to have links, and it's important because it does resonate. I mean, yes, the message is not in the same language, but there's a lot of issues that we share together regarding, fiscal conservatism with tax cuts or even the healthcare reforms. So there's a lot of things, natural resources development, the free choice for parents in education. Like there's many issues where we have common ground, and I think it's important to share those experiences in the rest of Canada.
One aspect I've seen of conservatism in Quebec that is somewhat alive is more on the social fabrics. Quebecers, especially francophone Quebecers, are very supportive of, let's say, Bill 21 and secularism or nationalism. Where do you stand? Where do you stand on those issues, the burqa, the niqab, and religious symbols in public service?
First off, I'm a nationalist. I'm a Quebec nationalist. I did support Bill 21, which is the bill on the neutrality of the state. And I think that currently there's a consensus in Quebec. We have a bonne entente, it's going well, and I want to make sure it remains like that. I don't want to reopen a can of worms.
Fair enough. One issue that is pretty prominent across most conservative parties in Anglophone Canada are more the social issues like abortion and the medical assistance in dying. Quebec is known to be much more socially progressive on these issues. The Campaign Life Coalition says there's not a single pro-life MP in the l'Assemblée nationale, and there was a leader in that. Does the Conservative Party of Quebec allow its potential MNAs to have a free vote on conscience issues?
First off, you have to know that I'm the first openly gay leader of a conservative party in Canada, provincially or federally. I'm not a social conservative personally. The party is not per se, but people have the right to have their personal beliefs, but I'm not going to allow any kind of debates or votes on that issue.
Okay, let's talk about the CAQ. You said you voted for Monsieur Francois Legault. You said you're no longer turned off. Was it only the abusive, as you called them, the abusive measures that made you turned off, or were there other factors?
No, it's the record of what they did over the last 4 years. The fact that the public finance went out of control, the fact that they've been hiring bureaucrats, the fact that they lied to us on the production of oil and gas in Quebec, the fact that yes, they deprived us from our basic freedoms and liberties and rights and civic rights during the crisis. I mean, it's the whole thing. The CAQ is for me almost a Parti Québécois 2.0, and that's what I'm so disappointed about, and that's why I'm running now against them.
Yeah, I have one final question. In Quebec, we often do things differently than in the rest of Canada. We know there's expression à la québécoise.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as conservatism à la québécoise? How is Quebec conservatism different? Especially because as soon as you took control, you saw a party that went from around 1% in the polls to, in a one of left-leaning writing, Marie-Victorin, you got more than the Liberals. Yeah. So how is your vision of conservatism?
Well, I think that the difference, we have a lot in common, but maybe the difference is that we were more autonomous. We want more a decentralized Canada. We want more power to the National Assembly. I think that's something very different than the conservative movement maybe elsewhere. But overall, conservatives in Canada need to be more decentralized than the Liberals, and they've always been, and I hope that they're going to remain that way.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.